Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Greetings and salutations. You are tuning into the Kevin Jackson Radio Show. And of course, I am guest hosting for the day. This is Brett Siegel, otherwise known as the Disgruntled Millennial, broadcasting to you live from my safe space down here in Northern Florida, where I'm always free from your bigotry, racism, hatred, microaggressions, and patriarchy. And boy, do we have a lot to talk about while Kevin Jackson is away in New York. He will be back. He will be back sometime this week, perhaps on Thursday, perhaps on Friday. We don't know these days because Kevin Jackson is constantly being asked to travel and speak his views and speak truth to power in the realm of politics, in the realm of conservative politics, especially on Fox News. You have definitely seen him on Fox News. Just Google search the guy. Kevin Jackson, Fox News. He's always on there bringing truth to power, talking about racism in America, or lack thereof, I should say. And we've had so much news going on today. We are just going to dive right in. In the wake of the Charlottesville massacre. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't a massacre. It was one person got run over by a white supremacist basically after years of Antifa-like characters causing riots and causing mayhem and destruction and basically being ignored by the media. Of course, one person gets run over. I'm not discounting that person. It was a terrible tragedy. It was an awful, disgusting, nasty thing that happened. But as we've come to expect, the left-wing media, or should I just say the media, has not given conservatives a fair shake. They want to pin all conservatives with this white supremacist, white nationalist sort of vibe, this guy that ran over this woman. And unfortunately, you know, it just doesn't stick. Ever since this happened in Charlottesville, universal condemnation on the part of the conservatives. Not one conservative host has come out and said, yeah, we have to, yeah, good that we ran over, yeah, of course, you know, great, white supremacy, rah, rah, rah. Not one. Except we see these Antifa folks for the last several years burning the cities down, burning their own cities down. White folks coming across state lines to protest the Black Lives Matter and the racism and Nazism of Donald Trump. And in the process, they basically burn their cities to the ground. And then they burn other people's cities to the ground. And the moment they get a reaction from like 5 people, seriously, like 5 people, white supremacists do not have the kind of political clout that these Antifa folks have. They don't. They don't have any political power. It's just a bunch of people making a lot of noise. But no, the left-wing media wants to inflate this as though all of us, each and every one of us warm-blooded Americans who has no problem with anyone of any other race. We are not sexist. We are not racist. We are not homophobic. We're not transphobic. The left-wing media wants to paint us all as that white supremacist driver that just drove into the crowd. It's really nasty. It's really gross. It's not fair. I mean, of course, life isn't fair. I could deal with that. But the fact that all these, I swear, I can't even tell you how many text messages I got from ex-friends, people who basically defriended me after Trump got elected, people who basically started telling me, I'm like, oh, you're a Nazi. Oh, you're a Nazi supporter. You're a white supremacist because I voted for Trump. That was it. That was all I did. I voted for Trump. I got text message after text message. Oh, look at what your people have done. Look at what your people have done. You see? That's you wrote that. That's you. That guy that ran over that girl, that's you. Where was the media when Loretta Lynch outright, openly called for violence? Where was the media then? Not a peep. Did we hear anything about, oh, the communists are coming to get us? Oh, the fascists are coming to get us. The Nazis are coming to get us. The brown shirts are coming to get us. No, nothing like that. We didn't hear any of that stuff when Loretta Lynch said this. Roll the clip.
I know that this is a time of great fear and uncertainty for so many people. I know it's a time of concern for people who see our rights being assailed, being trampled on, and even being rolled back.
What rights are being rolled back, Loretta Lynch? What one thing, name one thing that Donald Trump has done to roll back anyone's rights? Okay, Loretta Lynch, name one thing. Now, go ahead. Name one thing. See? Can't do it. And her tirade goes on.
I know that this is difficult, but I remind you that this has never been easy. We have always had to work to move this country forward to achieve the great ideals of our founding fathers.
Don't you love it how leftist hack politicians like to appropriate the values of our founding fathers when it suits them? When it suits them. First of all, she's not even talking about the values of our founding fathers. She's talking about the values of Karl Marx. She's just saying that it's the values of our founding fathers because she's trying to appropriate the idea of patriotism and nationalism. Saying that this is all about the good for the country. It's all about what's good for Americans, right?
And it has been people, individuals who have banded together, ordinary people who simply saw what needed to be done and came together and supported those ideals who have made the difference.
People who came together to do what needed to be done. Oh, like throw trash cans inside of a Starbucks window? Like jumping on police cars like wild animal thugs? Turning over police cars? Assassinating police officers? Assassinating police officers? What do we want? Dead cops? When do we want them now? These are the values that you're talking about, Loretta Lynch? These are the values of Antifa. Are they your values? Are the values of Antifa your values? And do you think do you really think that those are American values? Do you really think that those are the values that are embedded within our Constitution? Is that what you really think?
They've marched. They've bled. Yes, some of them have died. This is hard. Every good thing is. We have done this before. We can do this again.
Well, there you go, Loretta Lynch. Somebody did die. Now, according to your little speech, according to your little tirade, it's just, a casualty of war. They marched, they bled, and some have even died. This is hard, right? So you should be totally okay, right? You should be totally okay with the fact that some people went out there, marched, bled, and died, right? Because your ideal is what matters, right? This Marxist, postmodernist, intersectional feminist, white privilege, toxic masculinity garbage that you Democrats, you liberals like to put out there. Not all liberals, but most of them. I find it really telling that no one has called out Loretta Lynch. She got exactly what she wanted. Death.
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.
Beth Cook Moranville, author of Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope.
Hope, that wonderful, wonderful four-letter word that you may feel completely out of. I wrote this book to give you great hope. It's not too late. If fetal position is an all too familiar place for you, I understand. If the next 60 seconds are too long, this book is for you. Wherever you are right now, whether you're dealing with divorce or death or sickness, take hope. You are going to make it through this pain. Don't roll your eyes. I've walked this road and I know it. The best is yet to come.
Closer Than Your Breath, a book of hope from author and speaker Beth Cook Moranville, can be found on Amazon.com or Kindle.com. For more information, visit closerthanyourBreath.com or on Facebook at Closer Than Your Breath.